In a broken wasteland, come to my fire.
What's going on, metalheads? Thank you all for tuning into this week's episode of the Metal Forge. My name is Mark Jackson, and I am your host. This week, we're going to do something a little bit different because, as you can see, I already have some guests here in the studio with me. So let me go ahead and introduce these awesome fucking people. We have Jeff from Halfcaster, and we have Todd from Halfcaster, and we're going to do this from the beginning of the show as if it's a whole new thing, as opposed to, you know, doing a monologue and then break into a song. But we will break to a song in just a minute here. Dudes, what's going on?
Not much, man. How you doing?
Dude, I'm all right. Todd?
I'm good. I'm getting a little hungry, but other than that,
I told you to eat before you came.
Well, I brought food, so
and yeah, and dude, you can break and take a break and do the thing and eat. I'm sure anybody here in the Metal Forge isn't going to mind if you snack on some Popeye's chicken wings or anything like that.
I might make them hungry.
Dude, love that chicken from Popeyes, and this is not a plug. That's an unpaid plug there.
Chicken sandwich was good.
Dude, they do have some good chicken sandwiches. I'm not a fan of the Jesus chicken.
It's good, but they don't get my money.
For sure. For sure. So, you
now,
guys,
if someone hands me
a free
sandwich from the Closed on Sundays place, then I'll
from the Jesus chicken? Yeah.
Yes, but I will not get it.
No, hell no. Absolutely not. Hey, Todd, why don't you move the mic like kind of how Jeff's is? Move it in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And angle the angle kind of cockeyed a little bit. You know
like
about
this?
being cockeyed. Yes.
Yeah.
So we
I'll
can
turn
actually
that way.
we can see your loving face on the screen now.
All my wrinkles.
And all your wrinkles in your old age and everything. He's watching the TV. We're all watching the TV. Yeah, I know. What are you, like 7 years older than both of us?
You're not going to talk about
Sure. You're an elder statesman of the Louisville scene.
it.
You are an elder statesman of the Louisville scene. When I started getting into the scene, you were kind of already there. So you're established at this point. And as I stated at the beginning of the show, you guys are in the band Halfcaster. Tell everyone in Metal Forge land about Halfcaster.
Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Where to begin? We try not to stick to one style of music. That's first and foremost. We try to take you on a ride. You know what
Sure.
I'm saying? Like, it's all based in heavy music, but it's not all in your face. It's not all just straight blast beats. It'll range from melodic to just all out fucking brutal.
Right. And I've seen that live with you all. So when you're ranging your catalog, when it comes to writing a song, how do you sit there and just say what sticks and what doesn't?
Hey, that's a cool riff. Do that again. That's it. If we like it, we run with it. That's it. I mean, there is no master plan. There is no blueprint. It's just, oh, that's fucking cool. Do that again. How'd you do that? All right, fuck it. Let's work with that.
Hell yeah.
It's all just on a whim.
Now, I do want to go ahead and tell everybody out in Metal Forge land that this is kind of a late thing here. These guys should have been on here like a year ago, but we're just now getting everything in line and just saying, hey, we need to do something, because they actually played the first big goddamn metal show. So shout out. Thank you all for that.
Thank you.
Thank
Mark.
you for having us, man.
Dude, I love you guys. I really do. You know,
brother.
as you know, as we were talking beforehand, it's like the storied history of things. I absolutely love, like, the meeting Jeff and then, like, meeting Todd through Jeff, and then Todd becoming, being in a band together at
Right.
one time.
All of us. Yeah.
All of us in a band together, and then all of us going our separate ways again, and then Todd coming into Overload, and then Todd also being in Halfcaster with you, and me doing another thing. It's so cool to to have that kind of scene community going on.
It is, man. It's really
And what my point about this is behind Jeff and Todd both, if you could see in the background behind the Les Paul, as I'm stating this to the listeners, there is a family tree of Black Sabbath. And that is so cool to me because they were able to track people who were in the band through all these years and everybody else that they had performed with. And that shit has always been amazing to me. And when it comes to playing in bands with your fellow brethren, that is very much it. Hey, that was pretty cool. Do that again.
right.
And that's how it builds and that's how it continues.
And that's the thing too. I mean, with the whole that was cool, there are no limitations either. It's not, well, that riff, it's really cool, but it wouldn't fit this project or whatever. No, it doesn't matter. If we like it, we're going to run with it. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit stripped down, if it's clean sung with nice harmonies, or if it's just all out, just brutal. It does not matter. We don't put limitations on what we're going to write. It's just whatever we feel. If we like it, we're playing it.
Sure. And I think that's what a lot of people don't get today is there's the formulaic aspect of music and pop and all of that.
No.
But
Country.
well, pop and country
Same thing.
and hip hop.
Yeah.
Well, the lines have never been farther blurred than they have today, especially, with Beyonce winning the best country album of the year, whatever, people like it. It's cool if it gets people to activate.
Right.
That
I'm
I'm
just
cool.
not a fan of Beyonce.
Yeah, me neither. I think her best work was Gold Member.
Yes. Agreed. Agreed.
Todd,
Hmm?
the details of my life are quite inconsequential. So, and this is the other thing too. So, the snake eats its own tail here because Todd and I have not done a podcast together in about 7 years.
I remember we all were doing the one.
Yes, called Unsocial Media. That was the name of the show. No, I could still go into it today. A short-lived podcast that overtime killed. Is what that
Yeah,
series
pretty much. Yeah.
is what that series was. And whether it be, it's this is what it's all about to me. This is what music has been about to me, is the forging of friendships. And, here we are, 10 years later from a band that we played in together. It's 2016, 2017.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And that's the whole thing about music too. It's like, you could be the best at what you do, but if you don't get along, you're not friends, it ain't gonna work.
No,
It
absolutely
doesn't
not.
matter.
No,
So
you're
that's number one.
sure, and you're absolutely right with that. And so when you first started Halfcaster, Jeff,
Yeah.
what was the premise of the band? Because you also have your son in the band,
Yes, I do.
which I always took this as something that you and he started as a project together.
No, actually, it was Todd and I that started.
Okay.
We were just emailing songs back and forth. I went through, this is a perfect platform to talk about it too, because it needs to be spread. I went through a whole lot, got sober almost
Mhm.
6 years ago now, started going through therapy, trying to sort my life out. And that was one of the things I did, was got back into music. I stepped away. I let all the alcohol go, you know what I'm saying? Finally got a clear head, started writing again, and sent him a song. He's like, hey, you want me to put drums on it? Oh, yeah, cool. He sent it back. I'm like, shit, that was really good. Then we got the idea of trying to do that just for fun. And my son, he had started playing piano. And he started out, he, from the jump, was really good. I was like, hey, do you want to try to put some stuff on this? We're not really going to do much with it. Just going to do it for fun, record some music, maybe put something out, play a show here and there, whatever. It's like, yeah, that'd be fun. So he joined in too. And then we started making some really good stuff. It's like, let's put a band together to see what happens. So we went through several members.
Sure.
and finally found our people. But yeah, it started as just, let's just have some fun. Let's just write some songs back and forth. Like I'll record a part, send it to him, he'll record a part. And that's how it started. And my son, it was just, hey, you're getting really good at this. You want to try to put some stuff on some music, and just stuck. And now there's songs we have that we played a show a while back, and he ended up not being able to do it. My son, that is. And we played one of the songs. It was like, damn, that really does not sound as good without the piano in it.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it's come a long way. But no, it was Todd and I just in the beginning.
That's awesome. See, and from the days of Ascend to Dust and whatever else, from bands that we've had 20 years ago, here it is, 20 years later and stuff, doing just the cool shit again.
Right.
Yeah, and that's like what he said. We started is for fun, and it still is and still should be.
Yes.
Because if you're not having fun, you're not, enjoying what you do, then it becomes a job, which we all have one of those.
Yeah, and nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that.
No matter who you are.
Right.
Unless you're lucky, one of the lucky, people that found having fun and making money and doing that together.
Yeah, that lucky handful of people that are able to make a living doing this shit.
Yeah. Well, there's the ones that can, okay, so here's the difference. There's the ones that can make a living doing it, and then there's the ones that are fucking on another level.
I would be happy just making a living.
Sure.
That's all I really, not all I want. I just want to write music, but if I could do that and we could all live comfortably and never have to work a fucking job again, that would be great.
In a perfect world, no pun intended, because we are definitely not in that.
No, sir. We can talk another 4 hours on that shit, but we won't do that.
No. In a perfect world, I always considered like an average median income of a household was usually around 35 to 45 grand. And that was a comfortable living but that's also antiquated at this point.
Yeah,
now, but we're talking like 20 years ago, like life. Going into, when I was in my 20s and shit like that. And I always sit there and said that, like, if we could turn it around to where you could have a band that made this much money to essentially pay for one extra of itself, like of its each members, like a 3-member band, it would pay for 4 people and be able to live like on anywhere between $30,000 and $40,000 a year each. So your band would have to make roughly $120,000.
That ain't gonna work now.
No, and now it would have to be 3 times as much.
Oh yeah, it would have to be $80,000 to $100,000 a person at this point.
Sure, and nobody's doing that, and except for those bands on that other level, the bands that I've always sit there and said are the ones that they realized they got money, and their idea of everything changed. Like take Rage Against the Machine, for example. What machine were they raging against that is still out there today, but they're not raging against it because they have fucking money?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
they
always say,
yeah.
The saying goes, the more money you make, you'll find a way to spend it. So you just want more, or you want this or that, or something else.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Yeah.
Right. That's why when you get a raise, it doesn't ever feel like you get a raise because you've already spent that money in your head. Mm-hmm. You've already bought that new boat or that new motor.
You can afford a boat? Fuck, man, you're doing good.
No, dude, I barely afford my house.
Shit, I hear you, dude.
Well, you got everything going up too. So, once you get that raise, it's already spent because it's already went up.
Yeah, because the inflation's already there. Mm-hmm. But again, we can talk about that another 4 fucking hours.
Yeah.
And because it is a very hot button subject these
old
days.
people stuff,
It is. And
don't worry about money, kids.
You better worry about money, kids.
Yeah.
You better worry about money, kids, because they're coming for it. They're coming for your money and my money. And But no, so yeah, having fun is basically where it's at. And you know, the indie label thing is great these days because there's always somebody that has a niche market of fans
No.
that you can always get on something. For example, Storm Spell Records just put out the new Ice Howl EP. Totally fucking rad. You know, got put out on the new wave of traditional heavy metal page. Fucking, I'm ecstatic over it. It's like, that's like super fucking, like, I feel really accomplished. So far to date, what has been that for you all? That, holy shit, I feel really fucking accomplished.
The fact that we could just do this, to be honest with you, man.
That's rad. The one that made me like super proud of you guys was the Waverly show.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that was a fucking highlight, man.
Yeah, like,
And you know, I normally like first band up, you know, everybody wants to show up late to shows and shit like that. On that one, I did not care because as far as we know, we were the first band to ever play inside Waverly, and we got to do it on Halloween night.
sure.
Fucking incredible.
Mhm.
Dude, no, I totally get that. I had that same, I can equate that same feeling to, and you may have actually been there. It was Anthrax with Testament and Death Angel.
I was not there.
You were not there.
No.
But dude, we is over.
It was fun.
Yeah, dude, it was a great show. But they had 4 bands on the side stage at Expo 5.
Okay.
And Overload was the first band.
Oh, wow.
And so I was like, dude, we will play first. I don't care. Because there were only 2 bands that got to play that night that didn't have another band playing during their set. And that was Overload and Anthrax.
Oh, shit.
So I was like,
So
fuck yeah.
You get your show over with and go.
And then I got to go watch
Right.
everybody else and float back and forth. So yeah. I think that's on the YouTubes too somewhere. Ugh. That was a long time ago. That was 2012.
That's about the time we met.
Yeah.
Around that time with Slit Throat.
Yeah, you were doing Slit Throat
'Cause
Vendetta.
I think we got your number from Tommy.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you want to play some shows? Get in touch with our guy Mark. They practice right down in the next spot when y'all were in the warehouse.
Yes, the warehouse is on 15th. Yeah.
So I got in touch
Everybody
with you.
practiced
We booked us
there.
for a show, and fuck, that was the beginning of it right there, man. How many shows did we play for or with you at fucking Phoenix Hill?
Oh my gosh,
God
yeah.
damn, dude.
I mean, I've got flyers stored on the hard drive dating back to like 2007. And the ones that I have before that are actually in a book that I have that I've like scrapbooked them and kept them
Hell yeah.
from going back to like 1998 and shit.
Nice.
And yeah, so like that's my thing is like I don't care what scene you're in, there's always somebody from another scene that's there watching you.
Right.
So it's always cool to document and, you know, take care of all of those things. So, you know, that's one of the things, like if you're familiar with Diablo, who was in Belushi Speedball for a time,
Okay.
he goes to a fuck ton of shows and documents them. He's documented Overload a couple of times. You should seriously talk to him.
Okay.
He was there at Waverly.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, he probably
Nice.
was actually. And he just does real gonzo film style stuff.
Oh, hell
And
yeah.
like, there needs to be more people that do that
Yes.
because that's all we have now.
Well,
Because when hard drives crash, what's that, Todd?
Well, it is a community.
Sure.
100% is. You know, it's making connections, meeting people, and you should never pass anything up. Because, like you said, you know, you never know who's going to be there. You know, what kind of friendships you can make.
Exactly.
You know, trade shows, do whatever. You know,
Yeah.
it's an opportunity to just have more fun. You know,
Right. And, you know, there's almost like an unsaid thing, like in the music scene these days, like it almost does revert back to it's like a time of the 80s, but with the technology of now. And what I mean by that is the trade is always still going on. Album trade, but now it's like with Spotify. And, you know, you trade digital codes and shit like that now, where you used to trade tapes. but you also have the ones who, like I said, who document the scene. But like back in the day, you had to rely on somebody else telling you something of
Right.
like what happened.
Straight
Like,
word
dude,
of
you
mouth.
should see
Yeah,
this.
right.
Yeah,
You
like
should see
flyer
this
on the
show.
telephone pole. You know,
Yeah.
Shit, I remember
in a record
walking up and down
store.
Bar Center with a fucking stapler, tacking up
Oh, yeah.
flyers for shows and shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and and we live in a city now where that is ordinanced away.
Right.
You can't do that. And I took a picture of Kyle from Ice Howl back in May at Legions of Metal, standing against a utility post with a bunch of flyers on it.
Nice.
And it's like, to me, that's so wild because it's like of a time that's an age gone by for us here.
Right.
And that's the unity and shit that I'm talking about. And what's so cool about that is like if you go to Portland, it's the same thing. You go to Pittsburgh, their metal scene, it's the same way. That they're all little individual fires, I guess. So when you guys are out there and you're doing the thing and you're playing the craft, and what is the part that you look other than the fun? Because that's always there. I know you're going to go to the fun.
Not me.
No, not you.
Not me. My type 5 between songs.
What's
I
that?
said not me and my type 5 between songs.
Right. Between sets.
Oh, between songs. Fuck that.
Next. Next.
No, I'm talking about my type 5. I'm always trying to make jokes and say
Sure.
funny shit.
Ah.
Yeah.
So what is the part that you're looking forward to the most?
Todd, you want to take that one?
Well, like you said, there's always the fun aspect, which there can be stress involved too. Depending
Sure.
on how long you're waiting, what's going on at the venue.
Well, yeah. Curtain call is at 7, but you got to load in at 3.
Yeah.
And then you can't really leave because when it's your time to load in, fucking it's already 6:40 and you're playing at 7:15.
So yeah, there's that. And then are people going to show? Because you play for people. Otherwise, just stay in your little studio or home studio or just write songs, record them, and just put them out.
Right.
Otherwise, there's really no reason necessarily to play out. And we all get that, adrenaline, excitement. Even if, you've done it 100, 200, 2,000 times, whoever you are, you may not be feeling that until like 10 minutes before you're like, oh, okay, we're doing this. Like,
oh yeah, we know.
But you all,
it's pumping.
Yeah, I played
Yeah.
fast.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I know. I played drums with. He's played drums with me.
Yes.
I know how it is.
And we've got some pretty fast shit. It's like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, I might have to take a few Benadryl.
You should.
No
Like, I'm
shit.
tired. Oh, he's playing.
So, Todd,
Right.
being a multi-instrumentalist like this, side note, we derail all the time here.
That's all right.
By the way,
So we're both multi-instrumentalists. It's fine.
yeah, huh?
I said we're both multi-instrumentalists.
We all are.
Right.
I have banjo on the wall. I still can't play it worth shit, but I try. But the lap steel is getting there too. Anyway, Todd, so being a multi-instrumentalist and being a drummer in a band and then a guitar player in a band that you played drums for at one time.
Because I couldn't keep up with the click. I can't record, but I can't
live
in the.
Well, no, what I was going to say is how does it affect you as a musician to go from a band where you're playing with in-ear monitors to where you're not playing with in-ear monitors?
The in-ear monitors, basically the best benefit for me is not having ringing ears after a show or after a practice.
Okay.
I try as often as I can to use earplugs, but a lot of times at shows, it's not like playing shows all the time. If I was doing it all the time, I'd be using in-ears for everything.
Sure.
Or earplugs, but it's different when everything's muffled, right?
Sure. Oh, absolutely.
Because that affects your performance too, what you hear, what you feel, everything.
Right. Like my ears are ringing right now. Like legit, they are.
Mm-hmm.
And because I never, ever, ever wore earplugs, back in the day. Never did.
Oh, I didn't either.
And like today, yeah, like I can. What's wild is I can lay down, especially after a show now, and the ringing be like so bad that it like pulses with my heartbeat, and it's when I close my eyes, and it's like it's like, so yeah, hearing protection is definitely a must out there. But back to what we were talking about a second ago is Jeff. I'm giving you time to ruminate now. So what is the what is it that you look forward to hitting the stage? What are you there for?
Crowd engagement. Really.
Okay.
The bigger the crowd, the better I feel like I'm going to perform. The
And
higher
you do.
energy. You know what I'm saying? When there's more energy coming at us, there's more energy for me to give to you.
Mm-hmm.
So the more there is, the more I'm going to give. You know what I'm saying? I live for that
Okay.
on stage. I mean, of course, I love playing. I love doing all this shit. But seeing that engagement between us and
Them.
the audience is something special. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I look forward to that more than anything, really.
Absolutely. No, I totally get that. Now, do you find yourself like if there's not much engagement, do you stand still more and not
Yes.
move as much?
And not intentionally. Like I realized like halfway through the set, it's like, fuck, I'm really. It almost feels like you're not really into it.
Yeah, like
Like,
there's
If
a
you're not getting
rigidness.
anything
Mm.
from here, there's not much to give back.
Right.
It's
I mean, I
totally
still do
100%.
my best.
It's totally 100% a feeling.
Yeah.
100%.
No, I totally
And that's what
get
music
that.
is. Should
But
be. Please.
One of the last shows I played, there was a lady just like stood there cross-armed the entire fucking show in front of me. Everybody else was fucking moving their ass around. But this person was standing right in front of me, fucking didn't move the entire show, and I was just like, what the fuck?
She must have been
know-
a musician.
Side note, the cross arm thing. People look down on that, but that's how I stand normally.
Okay.
And I'm not meaning disrespect. I mean, I'll be bobbing my head, but that's just kind of how I stand.
Oh no, she wasn't even bobbing her head.
Okay,
It's
well,
like straight as a fucking stick.
I've had a singer look at me like, just like, I'm like, bro, I'm jamming. That's just how this is how I stand. There's no disrespect, I promise.
Dude, I had a singer for a band when I was on stage make a shit motion in his hand and wipe it on his face.
That's one way to do it.
But I was on stage when he did it to me.
Well, I mean, whatever you're into. Was he saying your shit or?
I think so. I
That's kinda
vividly
fucked
remember
up.
that, and that was one of the. You might have actually played that show.
Really?
Yeah, that was a roof garden show at Phoenix.
I really don't remember it.
Oh no,
No.
those days,
I
man.
used to drink a lot, kids.
Yeah, we all did. Some of us still do.
And need to quit.
And some of us should be working.
Yeah,
We're not going to say any names.
not to point any fingers or look at anybody. So nobody's actually seeing my mug on this show because I'm like facing you guys, and they're just getting like the side view of me and the no holds barred case in the background.
That's unfortunate, though. I mean, I loved Hulk back in the day, and it's a fun movie, but man,
Yeah,
he's a problematic
dude.
now.
Talk about current events. Like,
Should we get into this?
yeah, let's.
cool.
My stance is this on it. They're talking about the way he was booed in Los Angeles that night. Okay.
Okay.
And like, so he skipped out on another appearance at Saturday Night's Main Event at the end of January. So the thing that got me was like, he said there was a family event he needed, or something with a family event that he needed to go to.
Mm.
It was his son's fucking wedding. Okay. But the thing about it was he was advertised to be there, and nothing ever came of it because he no-showed it because he was going to be booed to fuck because nobody likes him
Because fuck him.
because he's a flaming fucking
Because
racist.
fuck him, fuck the Orange Man, and fuck Nazis.
Exactly. I agree with that 100,000%. And that was the whole fucking thing is he fucking, it wasn't because he got fucking booed in Los Angeles, a liberal fucking town. It wasn't that because Undertaker is a fucking flaming fucking Republican too. And he didn't get booed.
Because he's not a fucking turd about it either.
Exactly. Yeah, he supports the orange fucking Nazi, but
You know what? I know people who are on that side too for completely different reasons. It doesn't make them bad people. I question their decision making. And
there is that.
It's more of our economy has been kind of tanking and shit needs to change, and they think he's going to make it better. It's like,
yeah,
you've got a wake up call coming.
Yeah.
I understand your meaning. It's like, I don't really like the guy, but something needs to change. I understand that, but you may have just fucked us all.
Exactly.
So I hope you're happy.
Right.
You hear that, friends? I hope you're happy.
Exactly. And we can Todd's going to interject on this. What?
Isn't that the name of the game, no matter who it is?
What? I hope you're happy.
Yeah. Screw the people, keep them down.
I mean, to a degree, when you've got when you have
capitalism, baby.
Yeah, when you've got when you're a capitalist society like that, yeah. But again, we can put a pin in that because that's enough of dump talk.
The only Cheetos I like are the jalapeno kind.
Oh, those are great.
I don't like jalapeno dust.
The jalapeno cheddar Cheetos.
I don't like the jalapeno dust.
Let's just go
with
puff.
ranch dip.
Go with the actual puffs.
Yes, I can do that. Yeah, but I do like the puff corn.
Oh, the puff corns are awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, those are the only Cheetos I like.
Yeah. I do like the crunchy Cheetos though. Flame
semantics
hot.
At this point. Semantics at this point.
Yeah,
I like the snack food. I don't like the orange Cheeto man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You hear that, Donald? Fuck you.
Not our friend Donald.
No,
not you, Donald.
No. We love that Donald. That Donald is amazing. I miss him. He pops in on my Instagram every once in a while and checks stuff out and hits the little heart button. And then, I've been sharing a lot of George Carlin lately on there. Yeah. So he's probably like, oh my God, Mark.
You talked about a fucking prophet, man.
No shit. No shit. I always call him the Prophet Carlin because he is. And, he's like, a lot of people are really fucking stupid. He's like, I like people, but I like them in short bursts, about a minute and a half.
The same, right?
No shit. No shit. So what is 2025 looking for Halfcaster?
Hopefully more of everything.
We'll define
more shows, more music, more people, more engagement.
Yeah, we're coming out. Yeah, we're coming out with the album here soon.
I'm almost finished with it.
So,
but working 50 fucking hours a week,
yeah,
kind of hard.
Yeah, it's hard to do anything during the work week for most of us.
Yeah, for sure.
4 a.m. putting in 50 hours a week. No, so in my few hours on the weekend that I have to spare.
Yeah, you're spending the day with me, and I appreciate that.
This is good. This is good.
Well, his friends hanging out too.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, the album is almost finished. I say a couple more weeks, I should be putting finishing touches on it.
Hell yeah. So why don't we actually go ahead and take a break here? This is a good moment to hit a song, and we can do our thing.
Hell yeah.
And come back.
Sounds good.
Fuck yeah. Todd's eating a dry ass biscuit from fucking Popeyes here.
Yeah.
That's fucking disgusting. But I'm oddly turned on.
Oh my gosh. Ugh. Fucking hell. You almost have to drink a gallon of water after eating one of those fucking biscuits.
Soak it in water and take a bite.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it almost has to be warm water because if you don't, it'll fucking congeal the butter that's in the biscuit.
The way to go.
I know, right? It's almost like I could feel my cholesterol rising just watching him. He's over here dying, folks.
Fucking choke.
Oh my God. Todd, it's okay. Go towards the light.
He needs the hiney lick. That's on you.
I see red light.
Sorry, I was getting a text from Mike Taylor. So you'll have to look at that one too eventually, Todd.
Now.
Not right now, after we're done here. So we're gonna go ahead.
I'm old. I ain't got much time left. I gotta look now.
Yeah, that cholesterol rising biscuit. So we're gonna talk turkey here. We're gonna go into derailed. Absolutely, it's good shit.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna talk and we're gonna go into derailed here. Derailed is 5 random questions about you guys as people, and yeah,
Sounds fun.
favorite fast food restaurant.
Rallies.
Now, we're talking like major chain fast food?
Favorite fast food restaurant.
Okay, I love Taco City. First and foremost, Taco City is fucking incredible. But if we're going more like just your standard run-of-the-mill fast food, I'd probably have to go with Wendy's, bro.
Wendy's is good.
Wendy's is good. Their spicy chicken is really good.
It always
the
has
Dave's
been.
double is it's just a solid burger, man.
Dude, the Dave's triple.
Yeah, the double's enough for me.
You should go with the T-Rex.
What the fuck is a T-Rex?
It's like 9.
That's no.
Yeah.
No.
And
I'll stick with a double and some fries and a Frosty, bro.
Vanilla or chocolate?
Chocolate, but I'll eat vanilla if you give it to me.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big thing. Todd, are you a chocolate or vanilla person?
I'm vanilla.
Of course you are.
Of course you are.
You know,
There's
I can
nothing
have
wrong
my
with
own
that
chocolate.
Todd.
You know what I mean? I could have my own.
Oh
syrup
yeah.
in there for one.
Oh, like Bailey's Irish cream and fucking
Some Kahlua and
Kahlua. Oh my God, dude.
No, I'm sober now.
Dude,
you
you
have
just
fun
gave
with it.
me the idea.
Go ahead,
Thank
enjoy
you.
it, man.
That sounds amazing. I am
I bet
a
it is
huge.
good.
I will flat fuck up a fucking a bunch of White Russians because I'll just fucking pound them down.
Speaking of Wendy's, though, did you have that caramel frosty when it was out?
No, I
It
didn't.
tasted almost like fucking coffee in a frosty, dude. It was incredible.
Dude,
If you didn't
years
get it, you fucking
ago,
missed out.
and this is like I watch a thing called Ready for History on YouTube.
Okay.
And it's like things of bygone days and like did you ever hear of back in the day when it said flame broiled fresh that it really meant this and he would talk about like videos and shit like that of like, you know, just the things we all used to do when we were kids, like when the light came on it meant come home,
Yeah.
type shit, right? And like he collects a lot of like pictures and like photographs of like old school, like you see old like the play place in McDonald's where the fucking Grimace is there and the fucking and the Hamburglar and fucking Mayor McCheese, you know.
I got a story about that when you're done.
And what's so wild about it is I've lost my train of thought, which is often what happens in Derailed. So
Well, it fits.
and it fits.
This is the time to do it.
And what's so crazy about it is like they used to have those coffee frosties back in the day.
Okay.
Jamocha milkshake from Arby's.
That was
There was that
yeah.
too. And but
That was
I will say
Oh, yeah.
the Ghirardelli fucking
Oh fuck.
chocolate milkshake from Arby's is probably the best chocolate shake.
Okay. What we're getting
Anything Ghirardelli.
what
Yeah.
we're getting at
Ghirardelli
here.
in
What we're getting at is we're fat Americans.
No, not just that. Eating is one of the greatest pleasures of life.
Is it though?
I think so.
Oh, I can think of a few things that are pretty fucking.
And see, and
Might be
honestly,
better than 80.
that's where so that's where they say the disconnect is. That's where they say like where a disconnect in the brain happens is right there where the reason why billionaires are billionaires is because they look at food as a fuel source only.
And it's
And not
workers
pleasure.
as an exploitive way to make themselves richer.
Yeah. Yeah, so they just exploit it.
Right.
You know, because they look at the barest of things that we all have to do as just fuel.
Yeah.
Which is
just being robotic about it.
So what I was going to say about the McDonald's shit.
yeah.
Over in Fairdale.
Oh
There's
god.
a house that has all of that shit in the
Yes.
fucking yard. Have you ever
Yes.
seen that?
I have seen
I
that.
drove past one. I said, "What the fuck?" It's awesome.
Yeah, you
Sorry.
had the Grimace butt plug out there. Fucking
How do you know I had? Oh, you're talking about. Never mind.
oh shit.
Does it cause a grimace?
Well, they can if you're not ready for it.
Yeah. I mean it probably does.
You gotta
Look,
prime yourself.
all right,
up.
But anyway, aside from that, okay, it's the end of the day.
Mhm.
It's the end of the week.
Yeah.
You come home, you've worked 50 hours, you've put in countless hours in the day job, you've put in countless hours with home life, with kids, with family stuff, with music. What is your ultimate unplug?
Turn on the TV and fall asleep in my chair in about 30 minutes. That's pretty much it.
Anything in particular put on?
Yeah, not really.
Something
If it's Friday night, I'm not up past fucking 9 o'clock most of the time anymore.
right?
Yeah.
Unless you're at a
I'll wake
show.
up at 4 a.m., dude.
Right.
By 9 o'clock, I've been up way too fucking long.
Right.
But
So,
no, I mean,
okay, so with
horror
that,
movies. Horror movies.
okay, cool.
Straight up.
So I was gonna expand on that. You're not out past 9 usually. You're usually conked out and out and so on and so forth. Cool. I get that. I get that too, because I'm that way too. I'm going to bed at like 9:30 some nights.
Right. Wild. We're wild, man. Party animals.
Exactly. So when it comes to, going to a show and playing a show, and then you get up the next day,
Huh.
how has that affected you?
I feel invigorated.
Okay.
After a good
Yeah.
show, like after that Halloween show, I
Right.
woke up the next day feeling like 5 years younger, man.
Right on.
For real. I mean, it was
Mm.
invigorating. It really was.
Definitely.
Yeah, usually for me, even if we're out to like 1 in the morning, I'll get home and stay up for another couple of hours because I got all that adrenaline, energy from.
Sure.
I don't have that.
Yeah. It depends on the show.
I went to sleep.
It depends on the night. I might stay up. If it's like past like 3 or so, I usually stay up. If it's like 1 or 2 and I'm home, you can usually go to sleep and be up, around normal time.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing too about how you said like the ears ringing that can affect your sleep.
Oh yeah.
Going to
Oh,
sleep,
absolutely
all
it
that.
does.
Yeah.
And those nights that's the weirdest thing when that actually happens to me as a person. I often sleep the best I ever sleep, which is so wild. And I don't get that. But it's after an amazing show or even an amazing practice has done that to me.
No. I think it might be like a sense of accomplishment.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you really feel like you've accomplished something special. So you go to sleep like, yeah, that was awesome.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Todd, how do you unwind? How do you just sit there and unplug from everything?
Well, here lately I've been reading a lot. I
Yeah.
read 5 books last month. Yeah.
No shit.
You didn't know I could read, did you?
I know.
We were all shocked.
Dude, like, I feel like Draco Malfoy. Like, I didn't know you could read. Holy shit, man.
But yeah, that kind of relaxes me too.
What are you reading? Fiction, nonfiction?
My wife's a big
sex novels. I mean, are you
writing one?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Anyway, various books. My wife, she's an avid reader, so we got a lot of books and stuff. And it's cracking them open. Well, Stephen King.
You got a favorite Stephen King?
So far, there's a book called The Long Walk.
Sure.
I don't know if
I haven't read it, but I know of it.
and I won't spoil it, but
I mean, dude, that's what
it's
this
exactly
is
what it says, but it's kind of like Hunger Games
all. Oh, okay.
play too.
Okay. I still appreciate The Stand a lot
Yeah.
from King.
Yeah, we got
Hell,
that
it's
one. I haven't
great.
read it yet.
Oh,
Oh, it's so good.
yeah.
It's on the shelf.
Wait,
it's coming
wait,
up here.
wait until you meet Billy the Kid. No. Yeah, I can appreciate some King and some good nonfiction. Even one of my favorite books that I've read is The Art of Jeet Kune Do,
Oh, yeah, I have that.
commentary on the martial way
Yeah.
by Bruce Lee, and it is a very interesting read, and it makes you, it'll change your life
Mhm.
for absolute sure.
Yeah, and that's another thing I noticed about reading too, because it allows you to use your imagination to picture scenes.
Sure.
People, basically, because I've lost a lot of creativity in the past, years, and I think it's kind of helping get my mind open to other things.
Definitely. So when you're at work now, okay, so you've got the 4-day work week going and all that shit, and you work your ass off. Um, are you doing like Audible and stuff too?
No, at the moment, I'm not paying extra for that
Sure.
because I'd rather read. I like touching a book, smelling the ink, the paper,
Sure.
all that stuff.
That's one of my favorite things about going to Book and Music Exchange is going to the book section and just smelling the old fucking books. Like the old like fucking like paperback like Dragonlance novels and shit,
Hell yeah.
because they just have a distinct smell about them.
Dragonlance, Halfcaster.
Exactly. So it all comes full circle.
Yes, it does.
That's why we're doing this.
In case you didn't know, Halfcaster is a D&D name, guys.
Yeah, I know. And that's why Halfcaster and Icehowl need to play together,
Hell yeah, let's do it.
because Icehowl is more mythic metal than anything,
Right.
It's so cool. And we have a song about hobbits and shit.
Hell yeah.
So fuck yeah.
A couple of our songs have to do with one of the campaigns we're playing. So,
Dude, and that is awesome. So Todd, are you into I don't think you play D&D or
I'm
have.
gonna get him into it.
No, but it's
You should.
Yeah.
Dude, you absolutely should, because it's fun, it's awesome, it kicks ass. And once if you have good it is very much a creative endeavor.
It will really get your mind going.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him how I got Alex involved.
Sure.
Black Dahlia Murder, when they released Verminous,
Yes.
they released a limited run with a little one shot, has your character sheets, dice set, little DM screen,
a little
all that.
pre-made campaign.
Yeah, just a little one shot. Takes about maybe 2 hours to get through. I got him to play it. He was, oh shit, this is amazing. So I think I'm gonna get him and James over.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
For them so
and what's cool,
taste
maybe Mark.
Maybe
you're always welcome.
Of course, absolutely. I have my brass D20 here.
Oh yeah, what'd you roll?
16.
Nice.
It rolls really well. Would you care to
16 plus what? What's your mods?
Oh God. I don't have my character sheet here. Which actually, if you look at my mouse pad here, what you got?
My number 13.
Woo! You actually have a nice, cool dragon shield deal. With a dragon and a tiger, or a Japanese dragon, to match the one on my chest up here.
And
so,
this is nerdy time with the Metal Forge.
It is, dude. It's always nerdy time with the Metal Forge. We talk about Masters of the Universe, as you all can see. They're all over the desk, both new and old school versions and shit like that.
I see Orko over there.
Yeah, the little Grizzlor's falling over because I hit him. He deserved it. Yeah, I am a fan of the Evil Horde, actually. So I dig
evil.
it. So yeah, let's talk about that. What? Go cast your back. Halfcaster back to a time when you were a kid, 80s, early 90s cartoons. What's your ultimate go-to?
Oh shit!
If you're gonna put something on,
Like from old school shit.
Yeah.
Like from my childhood.
yep, from your childhood,
Oh,
what are you gonna what was the show that you liked the most that you can go back to today and still watch?
Oh, oh fuck, dude! Animaniacs.
Yes,
Animaniacs, dude.
I love it. That's awesome. Fucking The Adventures of Montana Max.
Or Ren and Stimpy. Ren
Dude,
and Stimpy was my shit, dude.
I was never a big Ren and Stimpy fan personally.
God, go back.
No,
Go back
I've
there
watched it. I
Okay.
mean,
You
it
idiot.
Stimpy, you idiot. Well, Todd, what about you?
Not really anything I watch now that I used to watch, but I was a DuckTales fan when I was little.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Yes, I love that
Loved
too.
them both, man.
But we have been watching Ren and Stimpy and SpongeBob here
Yeah.
lately.
Hell yeah.
I fucking love SpongeBob, dude.
Dude, he's good. You know, everything with the double entendre is funny with him. You know,
That
Just-
show is fucking great, dude. I don't care what anybody says.
it's not bad. I was always Masters of the Universe,
Oh yeah, I love it.
obviously.
Right.
But I also really, really enjoyed DuckTales and TMNT.
Yeah.
See, that's what
Ninja
that was
Turtles,
the first thing
yeah.
that popped into my head. But if I had to go back and watch one Animaniacs,
Yeah, it'd be mine would probably still be Masters of the Universe, and
That was
because
awesome.
I do revisit it a couple of times.
Did
a
you
year.
watch the movie?
Of course, I've got the
Yeah.
movie.
Dolph Lundgren,
Yeah.
of course, man.
Of
Yeah.
course,
Several
it's a
times I've
fucking
seen that.
amazing film.
I saw that shit in the theater when it came out.
Me too.
Oh, Showcase Cinemas.
No shit.
Yep.
Ours was in Clarksville
Oh, nice.
where we went. Yeah, I remember seeing that in the theater. I just was talking with somebody about films that I had seen in the theater just the other day, and I've really seen some really fucking good films like Batman.
Yep.
With Michael Keaton,
Yeah.
both Batman and Returns.
Yeah.
And Masters of the Universe, Hook.
Yes.
With Dustin Hoffman and Robin Williams. What's the crazy ones that you've seen?
Crazy ones or just
Yeah, like a film that no fucking way you saw that in a theater.
Oh, dude, I saw all three Indiana Jones when they came out. Saw Ghostbusters when it came out at Showcase.
Wow.
Fucking Predator. Saw that in theater. Oh shit, dude.
Do you have one, Todd? One that somebody be like, no fucking way.
I can't think
I've-
of anything at the moment.
Mine was the Super Mario Brothers.
I saw that too.
That's it's so fucking awful.
And it was no good.
No, it's so
No
fucking
good.
awful.
It's a Mia Mario.
No,
No, the movie fucking sucked.
no, the movie
Bob
is
Hoskins and John Leguizamo.
yeah,
I recently watched the animated thing.
yeah.
Kind of like
It's nowhere near it.
Oh, the one with Chris Pratt as Mario.
And Jack Black,
Yeah.
Turncoat Jack,
Hey, it was all right.
Turncoat Jack
I really
And,
enjoyed the.
is Bowser.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the Super Nintendo Donkey Kong game.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
hell yeah. See, I was never a big Donkey Kong fan. Like I was for regular NES and arcade, but when it came to NES, I totally love The Legend of Zelda.
Now you talking Donkey Kong or Donkey Kong Country on N64?
No, it was the Super Nintendo Donkey Kong, the original Donkey Kong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And, me and my nephew, my brother, we used to play the Smash Brothers game in
Sure.
64.
Yeah.
And every time I got a giant Donkey Kong, I say, Giant Donkey Schlong. I'd make him laugh. I had a
Wow.
lot of other things too.
Hell yeah. One restaurant in town that you would have to go to, if you could recommend it for people that are coming to Louisville to see you guys play,
Mhm.
recommend something where could somebody go to get awesome food?
Taco City. The heat's
What's that?
so the heat's gone.
The heat's gone. So we just took a break and You didn't know that because it was just like, here we were and there we are again. And we're in the middle of Derailed, and we derailed into a fried chicken break and had our own episode of Hot Ones, as Jeff said here. We were trying different hot sauces. That of the Storm Toker Killdozer sauce, the
Incredible.
incredible, amazing stuff. The Ulm mango habanero hot sauce,
Really good.
both from Peril Hot Sauce. And what else did we have? Was that
That
it?
was the only two.
Those are the only two.
Yeah, I might think we
Feeling
set them up
simple.
March 15th of this year. I think Storm Toker's playing. I don't know exactly where. My wife knows.
I know if you go to, I think it's Al's Bar in Lexington on the 22nd of February. By the time this airs, it'll be a week ago. It's Dave's dirty 33rd birthday. So his dirty third, as I'm calling it.
Gotcha.
Haha, I am a marketing genius. Dudes, what else do you all want to talk about and promote for the rest of the year for Halfcaster?
Oh man, like I said, dude, I just want to get out. I want to play as much as we can. We had a little bit of a setback. We brought in another member. Things they didn't work out.
Sure.
So we are trying to get back on track as far as writing and recording and everything like that. We have just recently started trying to write the new album. So I would like to have another album at least ready to go by the end of this year and just see some bigger shows, man.
Absolutely.
Just more.
Yeah.
More.
And while we're here, we are promoting your upcoming show at Bourbon Hall.
Yes, sir.
So tell everybody about that.
Bourbon Hall, March 8th. So it's on a Saturday night, all locals here in Louisville, Kentucky. Get out. Tickets are $15. Go to our fan page on Facebook. There's a link to tickets. Yeah, it's going to be 4 local bands. Trying to remember exactly who it was. I know it's going to be us.
And you all are actually headlining the night.
Yes, sir.
It is the showcase of Halfcaster.
It is. Be playing the entire new album. Probably a couple of ones that no one's really heard. So
nice.
Yeah, we got one that we're going to be throwing in. That's going to be on the album that I think we've only done live once.
Okay.
And then we are going to probably try to have another new one done by then too. So if you've seen us before, you might hear some new stuff if you come out. But yeah, that show is going to be it's Sugarstone, K7, and Sinful Unrest, all local from here around the area of Louisville. And get out, come out, party with us.
Hell yeah, absolutely, dudes. That's awesome. Todd, how are you looking forward to it? You always seem like you get a little bit nervous before shows.
Well, it's more excitement.
This is Todd excited, actually.
Yes,
Very
calm down.
excited.
Calm down, dude. The only person I ever know to walk out on Metallica and King Diamond. Todd over here.
Hot take. I would probably walk out of King Diamond too.
Oh, come on.
I know.
Here's the king.
I will give respect where it's due. It's just not my flavor.
I get it. I get that.
Musically, love it.
Yeah.
Especially the old Merciful Fate stuff.
Sure.
Those songs are fucking awesome. Just
I get it.
It's not my flavor.
I get you. No, and that's what the cool thing about metal is we all have our own thing. We all do our own deal. We all sing songs of life and hope and death and despair and whatever is out there. We just want to make people feel what we feel. You know, that's what music's always been about, and that's what, I'm going to always continue to do. And I know that's what you guys are always going to continue to do too, because it's the condition, it's the fun. And let's face it, if Rob Dukes can come back to Exodus in 2025, that wasn't on my bingo card. But like, hey, we can do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah. And that's the basis of this band. We do whatever the fuck we want.
Hell
We
yeah.
like it, we do it, man.
Dudes, any shout outs you want to give to anybody today?
Oh hell, that's too fucking many, man.
No, sure. Go ahead.
Too
J and
many.
J's Old Louisville Music Shop.
Of course, J&J's a little music shop. Alex is now
Yeah,
showrunner
that's-
over there and our bass player.
Yes, absolutely. Why I'm giving the shout out.
James Vogel, guitar player. Nathan, my son, keyboards. Shout out to all them.
Yeah.
My wife, my daughter, Lily.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. You,
Ah,
everybody, all
no.
of you out there that are taking the time to watch us talking about random bullshit. That's awesome. I love you guys.
Dude, that's what the Metal Forge is about. It's about random bullshit. Todd,
Yeah.
shout
Plus
out.
you, Mike Taylor,
Yeah.
everybody in the band and the family that Jeff already mentioned.
Alexis.
Yeah. My wife.
Yeah. Have to give her a shout out. She
Yeah,
might
she
fucking
put-
slit your throat in the sleep.
Yeah, or smother
The
me.
good Diddy, by the way.
Yeah. We have no baby oil in the house, just letting everybody know.
Whoa.
Her nickname's Diddy, but it ain't because of that.
I didn't know her real name for years. I've known her longer than I've known him.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Like she was like 14. She'll be 42 this month. So that's how long.
Well, her and my sister-in-law have been friends for fucking decades. I
Interesting.
thought her name was Diddy.
Oh,
That's all
wow.
anyone ever called her. And then all of this madness happened. I'm like, no. We need a good Diddy in the world.
No shit.
Fuck him. You're Diddy now.
You're the good
We're
Diddy.
rolling with Diddy. We need to.
That's gonna be the tagline for this episode is the good Diddy movement. And I'm gonna tag her on all of the promos.
You should. That'd be great.
I don't know. She would let me have it via Instagram, I'm sure.
I don't know. She's a good sport.
Yeah, she is. She'll send me a zinger here or there. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Hell yeah, of course, yeah, Mike and everybody in the independent scene here in Louisville that has ever done anything for us.
Speaking of the scene, thank you, Terry Harper, for putting us on the show.
Absolutely. Shout out to Terry.
Hell yeah.
He's a great dude to work with.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and also Matt Carrillo.
Yeah.
He's up
Yes,
that little
Matt.
awesome guy.
He's
Absolutely.
been putting together the shout out.
The amazing
Look for that.
database. Now,
Yes, the database.
actually,
Matt Carrillo, man.
it's cool that you all are mentioning him because coming up,
We played with those guys, and that's how we ended up getting hooked up with them. He really enjoyed our set, approached us. He's been working with us, trying to help put some things together, asked us about the database, you know what I'm saying? Asked to be a part of it. Yeah, he's doing some awesome shit out there. So, Matt, thank you.
Yes, definitely, dude. For sure. Because that's, again, it's archivalist stuff. It's the stuff that we all need because when keep it on paper, you see a stack of CDs on my desk here, you guys do, keep it in a physical media form because when the databases crash, and I'm not being conspiracy theorist here, but if and when something like that is going to happen, because I've had a hard drive crash and lost thousands of fucking of hours of music based on this area alone, and it's just gone now. It sucks, but if I had the physical media of it, it would have been another thing.
Yeah, and if everybody does that, then you can, if something does happen, when everything gets back up and running, you can upload it or whatever.
For sure.
If you have the physical copies. And they should never get rid of physical copies of anything. It should be all like an ether in a server somewhere because, anything could happen. Like you said, it don't have to be no apocalyptic stuff or anything like that. It could just be something simple like, well.
So we're going to make a DVD copy of this episode. We're going to put it.
When we get a physical copy of this album, I would love to get a vinyl pressing.
Do it. Yeah. Nothing to it but to do it.
Well, and that aspect of it too.
Dude, no time like the present. Got your back on that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Crowdfunding is the way to go these days. It's the way it is. It's the way of the world. And it's kind of like what fucking Scott Hall said. And we can leave it at this and have a song in mind. Have a song in mind that you all want to play out today. And it's like, hard work pays off and dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do. You know, it's like, fuck yeah, man. It's like, it's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. Right, Todd? And how long have I been speaking that? It's been for fucking ever.
Yeah.
You know, and I agree with that sentiment. Dudes, thank you all for stopping into the Metal Forge today. This has been a blast. And we'll probably talk for a few minutes on the post show here.
Probably, yeah.
What song do y'all want to play out from Halfcaster today?
Oh shit, I don't know. What do you think? Close it out with cleansing.
Sure.
Close it out with the cleansing.
Oh,
That Mark
oh,
helped write that intro part there.
did I?
Yeah.
I don't
Came
know
over
about
one day, you're like, hey, how about this? I was like, all right. Man.
I don't remember that.
First thing you hear.
I don't remember that.
It was a long time ago.
In a galaxy not so far away. Dudes, appreciate you all. I love you both.
Thank you for
Love
having
you,
us,
Mark.
man. We love you.
Seriously, you all are welcome anytime to come over to the Metal Forge and hang out and do the thing and all the stuff. And this is what it's about out there. You know, this has been a really wild episode because it's not like one you've ever seen before. So hopefully you all enjoyed it. And as we are leaving, and this is so cool because the people who come to the Metal Forge will understand this now with the cleansing. If you look above the door by the Metal Forge, there is a poster of the Great Wave. And it is ultimately there for the great cleansing that comes through the door. And I've always looked at it that way.
Nice.
So fuck yeah. Here it is, the cleansing. Thank you, dudes.
Thank you, man.
Quenching my thoughts with the blood.
Hey metalheads, you like tattoos? Of course you do. If you're in the Louisville, Kentucky area, come on over the bridge to Clarksville, Indiana, and get you some ink done at Ageless Art. If ink isn't your thing, they have a piercing studio as well. Visit agelessartclarksville.com to see some frequently asked questions, meet the staff. The shop is open Monday through Thursday, 12 to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 12 to 10 p.m., and Sundays, 12 to 6 p.m., all appointment-only spots. You can set up your appointments by phone at 812-283-1793 or email agelessarttattooandpiercing@gmail.com, and someone will get you set up for your first or your next tattoo or piercing. Hey metalheads, after going to a rager, what's your ultimate go-to? Mine is totally pizza. So when Overload is playing, or I'm promoting the Metal Forge live showcases or the big goddamn metal show, I go to Pizza DoNisi. Pizza DoNisi is gourmet artisan pizza from right here in Louisville, Kentucky. It features things like the pizza of the month, the sandwiches, and also vegetarian and vegan options, which is so totally fucking cool for all of it's awesome pizza. You definitely want to go. Hey, and also from time to time they do cannolis. Oh, so fucking good. You know what they said, man? Leave the gun, take the cannoli. Yeah, just like that in Godfather. They're located right next to the Mag Bar at 1396 South 2nd Street. So either stop in or call in at 502-213-0488. They're open till midnight. The witching hour.
Heineken, fuck that shit! Pabst Blue Ribbon!
Hey metalheads, you all hear me talk about Mag Bar all the time. It is the home to the Metal Forge live showcases and is an integral stop in the ultimate underground metal tour schedule. They obviously feature live music, but the Mag Bar also has daily specials like Pint and Slice Night on Tuesdays with Pizza DoNisi. But they also do Bring Your Own Vinyl on Thursdays with DJ Kent Jackson, and Finer Things Sundays. Located right next to Pizza DoNisi at 1398 South 2nd Street, open 3 p.m. to 4 a.m. 7 days a week. Get your asses out to the Mag Bar. Rock out. For 45 years and keeping Louisville weird, Electric Ladyland has been there for all your eccentricities. While they do offer the best smoking supplies out on the market today, there's a whole lot more to check out. From ashtrays and blacklight posters, to records, incense and burners, and items to stock your metaphysical supply. They are open from 10 to 10, 7 days a week. Located at 2325 Bardstown Road in Louisville, Kentucky, and at electricladyland420.com. Roll out.
was 19.
In 2017, one man's vision and passion for all things metal started out as a record store in his house. Years later, the fight against a mainstream empire continues as Shadebeast. An independent metal collective and online store based in Athens, Georgia, is the world's premier heavy metal brand for music heads that value authenticity over the mainstream acceptance. Featuring original t-shirts from some of the best underground artists, as well as stickers, posters from the Shadebeast Presents concert series. Unique, one-of-a-kind collectibles and small curated selection of vinyl and cassettes from the masters old and new. Visit shadebeast.com and enter promo code SithLord for free domestic shipping on your first order, whether you're a new customer or returning. And be sure to join the Shadebeast social groups on Facebook and the interwebs to keep up with the new release announcements and talk all things metal and Star Wars. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and filth.
Welcome to the night. You think you know Night Demon? Then the Night Demon Heavy Metal Podcast is for you. Step into the darkness as we peel back the curtain to give you an unprecedented, all-access look into the mind and the heart of the demon. We're talking band history, song analysis, studio anecdotes, stories from the road. It's everything a diehard Night Demon fan could want and more. This is the only place to learn the inside scoop, the deep dive trivia, the untold tales from the band members themselves and those closest to the Night Demon story. Need more? The sacred Night Demon Crypt will be pried open to reveal demo recordings that have never before seen the light of day, all with in-depth commentary by the band and the people who were there for the writing and recording process. This is a gold mine, a treasure trove of all things Night Demon. Head over to nightdemon.net or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Since 2013, there has been a calling from the underground, from the graves of all those unholy, and they decided to make a zine to talk about all of this. Soulgrinder Zine! An independent metal zine to keep you informed on all things metal and horror from the underground. Available in both print and digital formats, they're bringing you the best interviews and reviews out there today. Not only do they do the zine, but they also do compilation CDs. Check them out at facebook.com/soulgrinder.zine and start your subscription now. Hey everybody, let me tell you about the new sponsor to the Metal Forge, Unchained Tapes. They're an independent Pennsylvania tape label. They focus on extreme metal and punk with a killer approach to the tape scene. Visit their web store at unchainedtapes.bigcartel.com now to get your fill of tapes. And for being a Metal Forge listener, enter the code METALFORGE10 at checkout to get a 10% discount on your total purchase. That's unchainedtapes.bigcartel.com.
What's up, Metal Forge fans? This is Alan Bishop, the alchemist of Indiana's Black Forest and head distiller at Spirits of French Lick. Do you find yourself drawn to the unexplained, fascinated by the Fortean, or enchanted by the paranormal? If the things that go bump in the night resonate in your mind, then tune into my brand new podcast, If You Have Ghosts, You Have Everything. Featuring first-hand accounts, collected stories, interviews, history, and speculation related to all things not of this world. Available now on Anchor, Spotify, Google, Amazon, and more. Set back, relax, and remember, if you have ghosts, you have everything.
Hey, let me tell you guys about Mercenary Press. They're an independent London label and distributor of all things metal. Mercenary Press delivers the goods from their own independent zine. Trust me, you're going to want to get in on that. To distributing various bands from all over the world, including Cramp from Spain and Sadistic Force from Texas. Visit mercenarypress.bigcartel.com to find out what all they have in stock and what you can order. And for Metal Forge listeners, enter code METALFORGE10 to receive a discount on your total purchase at mercenarypress.bigcartel.com. Check it out now. Hey Metalheads, it's with great pleasure I get to tell you guys about a new sponsor to the Metal Forge, Ageless Art, New Albany. After 20 years of owning and operating Ageless Art in Clarksville, Indiana, Phil Garrett had a vision for a new type of tattoo studio. Something that is clean and modern, sleek, refined, inviting. And he's done just that with Ageless Art in New Albany. You can find it at 2736 Charlestown Road, New Albany, Indiana, 47150. Business hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sundays are 12 to 6. All sessions are appointment only, so give them a call and go get you some new ink. Or if it's your first time, go get your first one, baby.